Hello, in this video we will be solving a problem from the partial primary balancing of reciprocating masses. So here we have a data relating to a single cylinder reciprocating engine. Mass of reciprocating parts are given 40 kg. The mass of reciprocating parts we will be calling as M, which is equal to 40 kg, and mass of revolving parts or mass at this crank pin we will be calling this as MP, which is equal to 30 kg placed at crank radius R. Speed of the engine omega is given 150 rpm. We will be converting into radian per second, which is 2 pi into 150 divided by 60. This much radians per second you will be getting around 15.7 radians per second. And next, stroke length is 350 mm. You know that stroke length is equal to 2 times the crank radius. So which will be giving you crank radius as 175 mm or 0.175 meter. Here we will be balancing the reciprocating masses to only 60%, which means the fraction C is equal to 0.6 only. So C equal to 0.6, and all the rotating parts will be balanced, all the MP will be balanced. Then we have to determine the balancing mass required at a radius of 320 mm. Here crank radius is 175 mm, but we will be balancing this masses at RB equal to 320 mm or 0.32 meter. Angananengile you have to find the balancing mass required at this radius. You know that if suppose you are placing this balancing mass at the same crank radius R, then you know that the total balancing mass required is equal to balancing mass at crank radius required. You know that it is fraction C times M plus mass of rotating mass or MP here, which is equal to 0.6 into M is 40 kg plus 30 kg, which you will be getting around 54 kgs. This is actually the balancing mass if you are placing at a distance of R. Since you are placing at a distance of 0.32, in first part answer will be the balancing mass required at R equal to 0.32 meter will be, see, the product of this MB into 0.32 will be equal to the balancing mass required at R, that is 54 kg into R, which is 0.175. So the first part answer will be, if you are simplifying, 54 into 0.175 divided by 0.32, that you will be getting around 29.53 kilograms. So this is the answer for the first part. In second part, you are asked the net unbalanced force. In the first video we have calculated the unbalanced force. If the rotating parts will be creating a centrifugal force of MP into R omega square, and if you are adding at this location, that rotating force will be actually unbalanced force will be created, and balancing will be creating in this direction, so that net unbalanced force due to rotating masses will be 0. But if you are taking the reciprocating mass, the unbalanced force is mr omega square cos theta, and if you are balancing only a fraction, then Cm r omega square cos theta will be horizontal, and Cm r omega square sin theta will be along the vertical direction. And you have calculated the expressions for net unbalanced forces along horizontal and vertical, and from that you have evaluated the net unbalanced force expression, which is equal to, in previous video I have shown, it is mr omega square into 1 minus C the whole square cos square theta plus C square sin square theta whole under the root. And here it is to be evaluated at theta equal to 45 degree. Theta, if you are substituting theta equal to 45 degree and all other values, here M will be equal to mass of reciprocating parts 40 kilogram into crank radius 0.175 meter into omega 15.7 radians per second the whole square into square root of C value is 0.6, 1 minus 0.6, 0.4 square into cos square 45 plus c square, which is 0.6 square into sine square 45. So if you are simplifying this one, the net unbalanced force you will be getting around 880.7 Newton. This is the answer for the second question. This is actually a simple problem from the partial primary balancing of reciprocating masses.